What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Arnell Agenda. I'm your host, Lawrence Arnell. It's been a while. I didn't get the post last week, but I didn't want to go 2 weeks without rocking with y'all. And as it would happen, today we got my first repeat guest on. My man.
I'm a three-timer now.
Yeah, man. You know, you're a regular on the show now, man. I'm gonna have to put you in the credits. My homie Reef, the Lost Cauze. What's up, bro?
What's going on, man? How are you? How you holding up?
I'm holding up, man, as best as I can, yo. They working me, yo.
Yeah. How's it looking out there?
It's the same, yo.
Yeah. How about that?
It's the same. It's unfortunately the very, very same. Everything is the same. People fucking with each other and putting us to work, bro. It's actually sad, yo. It's actually kind of sad. It's frustrating, but you know, we gotta do what we gotta do. That's the name of the game. How y'all doing down there, man? You decided to ride it out down to the shore.
Yeah. Fortunately for us, my lady's aunt has a really beautiful shore home in Seattle that she allowed us to. She lives in California. She usually rents it out during the year. When she comes home in like I want to say like Memorial Day weekend, July 4th. That's the time that we usually come down as a family. But during this horror show, we were able to come down here. She wanted us to ride it out down here.
That's cool.
So our South Philly road home is 3 times the size of our home in South Philly. So just for the kids' sake, our sake, we all have space.
Yeah.
There's a ball pit. There's we got a hoop set up in the garage. We can take walks. It's empty. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't imagine there's a lot of people in Seattle.
Not at all. Yeah. We're just hoping people don't get the same idea as us. You know what I mean?
Hey, that's a good thing we don't have too much viewership on the podcast. I'm not gonna blow y'all up. We ain't gonna blow y'all up. Yeah, but I wouldn't think it was too many people down there, because that was my first thought was if y'all checked out what the numbers was like down there. But I mean, shit, if it's only 25 people in town.
Yeah, we haven't looked at the numbers down here, but I saw the numbers for South Philly, and that was more than enough to pack it up.
Yo, South Philly and Southwest Philly are hot.
Yeah, man.
Right now. That's crazy.
Yeah, man. I think a lot of South Philly. I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that everybody's on top of each other. It's row homes. We're all condensed, so it's like no space. There's nowhere to go. There's nowhere to move. You know what I mean?
I would imagine in a working class neighborhood like that too, that there's a lot of people who are still forced to go to work right now. I mean, in some neighborhoods, people ain't got those kind of jobs, so they actually are locked in. But like where I live at and where you live at, there's a lot of city employees and people in what they call an essential operations these days anyway. So those numbers are gonna jump up in areas like that anyway, because we're almost taking time bombs. We're forced to go out there and deal with the public and all this.
Right. Yeah, it's like it's no way around it too, because it's like no matter how a lot of cases I've read, and I'm trying my best not to get caught up in
as you should.
But it's people that like have done all the precautions, and you know what I'm saying, and still catch it. So absolutely. I don't know what, man.
What is you supposed to do? Yeah.
What are you supposed to do? Yeah. Like really, like people say, oh, you got to stay in the house. It's like, yeah, you stay in the house, but you still got to get out there and do stuff. And like
even if you go as far as like the people that are like ordering groceries and so forth.
Right.
That person still got to put their groceries in that car with other groceries. And they've been making deliveries to other people.
Right.
And
exactly.
You got the folks that's wearing them gloves all day.
Right. The same gloves.
Yeah.
I had a homie's post about how he's like, man, I ain't, people out here ordering out. I'm cooking. I'm like, bro, like you still had to get the food from the grocery store. You still that food had to be packaged somewhere. And like it doesn't. Yeah. There's no way that we as a society, as human beings, unless you live in a cave somewhere out in the Amazon,
you cannot totally isolate yourself at all.
You can't.
Yeah.
You can't.
You're absolutely right. That's crazy. It's good that you got the chance to take the family somewhere with some room. Just that I know from having a small family in a pretty decent sized house. How important it is to have your own space.
Yeah, man.
In times like this, because the last few days it's just been me, my wife, and my daughter here. My oldest girl's been down at my mother-in-law's, so everybody literally has their own floor,
own space.
So my daughter got the floor with the kitchen, because all she do is eat all day. But everybody
I decided to tell the boys, like, yo, man, y'all not hungry, you bored.
Dial it back,
I sounded like my mother, you know what I mean, in the 90s. You're not hungry, you bored.
Yeah.
I mean, hold on. This is like, you know what I mean? Like, you're not hungry, you bored. That's funny. It. So.
That's funny. Yeah, it's absolutely. I gotta remind my daughter not to roller skate all day. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Now, are y'all enforcing like all the homeschool stuff?
We are. Yeah, it's crazy. It really seemed like they got even more homework than they did when they was in school.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm just now seeing the stuff that they were doing during the day, but it's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah.
I had
what grade is she in? Fourth?
The little one's in the 3rd grade. The older one's in the 8th grade. And I actually had to go get her. I had to go get her from my grandmom's because it was some stuff that wasn't getting turned in. I was like, you got this was a little too many distractions down there, so you gotta come on home. So I went and picked her up this morning. But we're doing the homeschool thing. And just it's they making it as easy as possible. You know what I mean? Fortunately, with technology, it's a lot easier. The teachers are doing classroom videos and instruction and stuff like that. So there's still a lot of help with that. But it's a lot. It's a lot, especially if you're still working too.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? How y'all? What's the deal with your boys?
Well, man, like Manny's only in pre-K, so they didn't send home a curriculum. But pre-K is we try to coloring. His imagination is so vivid and wild. So like yesterday, he was a scientist. He was doing science, which was basically spilling water everywhere. But coloring, playing. We go over the ABCs and the 1, 2, 3s and basically keep it like that. It's a little bit more difficult with Isaiah because the autistic program at school. They sent. He has a at-home therapy service that they're not coming now, obviously. So they sent us a bunch of stuff to try to do. But bro, these guys have master's degrees in this stuff. Yeah, this is what they train to do. Yeah. So I'm almost looking at it for him and for both of them almost like this. Okay, this is your God willing, knock on wood. This is your pre-spring break, pre-summer.
Word.
You know what I mean? Like we'll try to do as much as we can, but for the most part, it's just trying to keep everybody happy, safe, and sane. You know what I mean? Because especially with autistic kids, routine is such a big part of their day that if one thing gets thrown off, they get thrown off. So like the first week or so, he was out of sorts. He's just now starting to kind of like calm down because he's like, wait, I'm not getting on the bus. Like, where's Miss Phantom, my therapist? Like, it's like you can see his head spinning. Like, what's going on? Why are we just at the beach house but not going to the beach? You know what I mean? Like
ham, no burger.
Like, like Manny understands. He's like, Daddy, when everybody's not sick anymore, we can do this, right? And I'm like, yes. But with Isaiah, it's a little bit more difficult. So that's been a little bit hard. But bro, like I said, I'm thinking of all the people. Like it's April 1st, April 2nd, rent due, bills due, and they ain't got
How about that?
They in that crib with no food in the fridge, no diapers.
Families on top of each other that can't stand each other. Can you imagine being a part of a family that's not feeling each other right now, bro?
I see him on Facebook.
Yo, it's all sorts of suffering going on, man.
Right. So I'm trying to count my blessings.
We're very fortunate, man. I mean, just riding around, getting to the store, and seeing all the different types of businesses that are closed. I mean, everything from restaurants to event halls and like even stuff you wouldn't even think about. You know what I'm saying? Auto parts stores and so forth. Like just all these industries impacted so completely. I mean, literally shuttered. Right. And you know, so you can only pity yourself so much. You know what I mean?
Exactly. But it's also I try to tell like people like even if you have everything you need and you feel good and all that, it's still okay to be down and have your bad days.
Real
you know what I
rap.
mean? Like you can't. I don't know why I came up here. I forgot to. I'm just talking to him. Yeah, you still allowed to have your bad days, and you still allowed to be, sad, because this is uncharted territory for a lot of people.
Absolutely,
you know what I mean?
It's something our generation's never encountered before.
Right.
We never had to deal with nothing like this. Like, I had an earache last week, and I thought I had like a legit like ear infection, and I rode with it for like a week because I'm like, I'm not going to no doctor's office right now. Right. You know what I mean? And when I did finally go, it was such an ordeal. Like, I mean, they were doing the best to make it safe for you. You know what I'm saying? I went to a Temple Ready Care Center, and they literally had you like wait in your car,
right,
until they had a room cleaned out, and they were servicing like one person at a time. Like they were obviously doing their best, but it was an ordeal, and it was scary. It was actually scary. So I mean, like you said, it's okay to be worried. You know what I'm saying? We human, and we never experienced anything like this before. So it's new to everybody. And then we don't have no leadership on the whole thing.
Right. That doesn't make it any easier. Right?
Yeah. But
kind of trying out here fending for ourselves.
Do you know anybody who's been diagnosed at all personally?
I don't. Knock on wood. Praise God, Allah, Buddha, the whole nine. I do not. I've seen friends of friends that know people, so it's it's getting there. But everyone I know is following protocol.
Right.
We're a little bit older. I do worry about some of your younger cats that I know. But you can't only lead a horse to water and make them drink.
Absolutely.
They might have to find out the hard way, but all my peoples is, staying in the crib, washing their hands, and trying their best to avoid it and help curb the joint. But I feel like statistically, eventually, we have to know somebody, right? And that's what's so scary. Right. You know what I mean?
It's like I know they've tested a few people at my job. Mm-hmm. I think they're hesitant to test anymore.
Right.
We can only afford to lose, but so many people. I think New York City is something like 8,000 people. The police department. Mm-hmm. Now they got 35,000 people.
Right, but still,
that's not a small amount though. You know what I'm saying? But like if we I think in Philly we're shy of 10,000.
Right.
If we lose 2,000 cops, we got a problem. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Do you foresee? I was talking to somebody the other day. Do you foresee like the summer is going? I mean, it's always wild summer in Philly, but do you feel like it's going to be like?
I feel like it's going to be what it always is, but it's going to seem 10 times worse,
right?
Because there's so much less we could do about it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Right. There was an article in the paper one day last week about all the crime that's coming down. Right. Retail thefts are down. Well, all the stores are closed. So, right? Residential burglaries are down. Yeah, because everybody's home. Like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? But murders are up 21% for the year so far. Now, that's on top of a year that was an increase from the year before.
Right.
And it's only going to seem it's going to seem worse because there's so much less we could do about it. We can't go out there and do nothing. Because everybody's scared to even come in contact with each other. Right. So, they when they announced that the police department wasn't going to be making physical arrests on certain types of crimes, drug offenses and non-violent thefts and stuff like that, I literally had people coming to me saying, "Yeah, I got robbed," and the boy said, "Just give me your stuff. You know the cops ain't coming." Like they literally, bad guys is literally out there. Like quoting the newspaper reports. Right. So it's gonna seem worse. But I mean, summer in Philly is summer in Philly. We live where we live. You know what I'm saying? So it's sad, bro. It's sad. It hurts. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because I get a job while I'm at work, and it's like I don't mind working. Yeah. I'm just disappointed that this happened. More than anything else. That's the space I find myself in. Every time I get a report on my desk, it's like y'all won't leave each other alone, man.
Even during this.
You know what I mean? On a Sunday.
Yeah. Right. Right. What will it take? Then?
What will it take? Yep. It's crazy. But I mean, like I said, I couldn't be happier. When I found out y'all was down the shore, I was like, oh no, I gotta holler at bruh, because this is great. I wish I could have done this. You know what I'm saying? Is your lady, is she working remotely or anything like that?
She's working from home. Well, basically, when we had our third and final child, my daughter, she basically arranged it to where she was working from home 3 days a week with the baby, and then it kind of stayed that way. This was starting in October. She just basically, for most of my older son's life, we talked about this on the podcast. Yeah. She would be working during the day, and then at night I would go and do what I needed to do, or go on tour for 2 months at a time. And that lifestyle sustained us for a while, but it got to a point where she really felt like she was missing out. Yeah. On her children. And when she had her daughter, their best friend, mom and daughter, that's a bond. I know. She was like, I can't do this no more. So her job, she is the office manager / head paralegal at a law firm that is they're in Center City, high rise, the whole nine. Okay. And she signs the checks. She makes sure everyone gets paid. She makes sure the taxes are done. She does all that. So I was like, yo. But she's such a good person. I was like, yo, at this point, you need to flex. Yeah. And be like, this is what I need. Word. This is what I need. Word. So she had this set up since October. So once everything got shut down, it wasn't anything for her to just continue to work from home now. It's just 5 days a week. Okay. She does have to head back to Philly here and there to stop in the office and do stuff, which makes me nervous as hell. But she got to do what she got to do. Absolutely. And then I got all the gigs that I had. When we were speaking about, I just started working in the schools with Beyond the Bars. All that shut down right now. But I am still working with Shad doing the marketing online. Okay. For those listening, we just launched the 16 bar challenge. Yeah. 16 challenge. Get on that because it's fun. But we're like, bro, like that's what I'm saying. Like from a standpoint of looking out into the world, we have everything. Very fortunate, man. Checks are still coming in. Yeah. And right before all this hit, I ain't trying to give too much away, but we were good going into this. Word. Does that make sense? Absolutely. Like we were good going into it, so we'll be able to sustain this better than most people would. For obviously not forever, but we could ride it out till about June, to where things would be like, all right, now. You know what I mean? Somebody got to get this together now. Yes. Hopefully, we're okay. Hopefully it won't drag on that long. They did just because that funky ass $1,200, man. That's I don't even know. $1,200. Keep it. $1,200. Keep it. 23 with no kids. I mean, I don't know what do they do for people that make $1,200 a week? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Or somebody whose mortgage is $1,200, or like. Thank you. Yeah, it's a joke, man. At one point, they was actually talking about making it a loan for people who made like over $99,000 or something like that. Like, you're gonna make it a loan, so I don't have to fill out no application. You're not gonna ask me if I want it. You're not gonna. I don't get to forego that. Now you're sharking, right? Now you're sharking. You can take this. You need a loan, bro, huh? Yeah. So here you go. I got it. I mean, when you see other countries and the stuff that they're doing for their people, I mean, there are countries that are actually forcing mortgage companies to forego payments and and I mean $2,000. Germany, my man Baby Black posted something about how over in Germany they came up with like a $50 million package for artists. For artists, that's just for artists, bro. Artists, are you serious? Bro, they would never do that shit here, man. Ever. Oh, yeah. Man. Shout out my man Davu. He moved over there a couple years ago. He lives in Berlin. He posted all happy the other day, like, yo, man, I went to the office. I explained, I'm a musician and I'm out of work, and they handed me a check was in my account 24 hours later. You gotta be kidding me, man. That's real life somewhere. That's real life somewhere. Yeah, I can only imagine, yo. Yeah, so it's really sad. It's disappointing, but at the end of the day, you have to take into account your good fortune
and be what you can for those that are struggling right now. You know what I mean?
For sure. That's why I try to, like, you know, I'm trying my best to, and I understand that it's people panicking and all, but I don't understand it feels like people are kind of, there's a lot of people reveling in this, like I told you so, and, you know, just posting the most, you know, information that doesn't help.
Yeah. So what do you get out of that? You know?
Right. So I feel like, you know, a lot of myself, yourself, a lot of people that, you know, we're using our platforms to kind of spread a little bit more,
absolutely,
you know, positivity, laughter, joy, whatever have you. Obviously, there are times when things get real, but I think right now, more so than anything, we need people to kind of step up and try to be a little bit more positive, man, and encouraging. Because this is, if you ain't strong mentally, and it comes from, you know, if we keeping it real, being grown up poor, grown up black, like
this ain't much of a stretch. This really ain't that much of a stretch, bro. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? This is
welcome to our world.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, just trying to use that that positivity to carry over, because we can't discredit the good karma that comes from that. And you know what I'm saying? Like,
it definitely counts.
Yeah, yo, bro, me and my family been praying every night. We ain't never prayed every night. We join hands. We don't actually, you know, I don't go like, Father Jesus in the name of the, like, we don't do all that. We hold hands, and I say, close your eyes and think of some good things you want to happen. And we sit there in silence for about 20 seconds. 10 seconds, because, you know, I got little kids. They can't sit there that long. But for about 10 seconds, we hold hands, because I'm scared to death, man. Like, you know, if you know, and I'm sure, and I know that you think the same way. It's like, yo, you could take me.
Absolutely.
All
day. Yeah, all day.
Them?
Yeah.
God, don't, please.
No parent wants to go through that.
Please.
And the scariest part about that is that the likelihood that they would get sick through anybody but you.
Right.
Is the really scary part.
Right.
That's the thing. I couldn't sleep at night.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Because my daughter ain't going nowhere.
Right.
I'm the one going to work and going to the store.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So if that's the thing that bothers me more than anything else. Yeah. So y'all, speaking of, you know, continuing to spread positivity and staying up and whatnot, your crew, y'all still doing the podcast remotely or what?
Yeah, we've been doing it live via Zoom.
Okay.
On Facebook. We just had to shout out to Cosmo Baker. He was on last week, our last show. DJ Cosmo. He's been DJing live on his Facebook, so he's been doing dope shit.
Good shit.
Yeah, man, we've been trying to, you know, keep that going. You know, this whole Zoom thing is like,
man, I wish I'd have bought stock, man.
My man Johnny said that the other day. Man, like, ain't nobody thinking this. Bro. Like,
that's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah.
So we've been doing that, and you know, FaceTime is a godsend. We're still connected. Obviously, I miss my friends. I miss human interaction.
Right.
But you know, bro, like, honestly, like, after this, I don't know how it could go. I saw a picture of a packed dance floor the other night, like a throwback, and I just cringed, man. I cringed. I was like, oh.
My favorite meme I've seen so far is, y'all remember fighting in a club because somebody spilled a drink on your shoes? Good times.
yeah, right.
Like, oh man, yeah, yo, so, that's crazy. That's crazy.
So we're doing. Today we you know, Rich Quick, happy birthday to him and rest in peace. We're doing like a Zoom concert type thing on Facebook.
Okay.
So we're learning. Everybody's adapting. You clearly are too. Learning this new world, man.
Absolutely.
This is going to be the new normal, bro.
The new IG live party phenomenon. D Nice. And all these DJs and I think what was it? Scott Storch and Manny Fresh battled last night. They battled last night.
Right.
But it's so dope to see people adapting the way that they are and not looking for anything from it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you got DJs, these world famous DJs DJing on live for hours.
Man.
Artists performing concerts for hours. And they not dropping the, you know, cash apps in the comments or just listen, y'all. We got to get through this together. This is what I have for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're seeing the humanity in it, and also it's therapy for them too. That's what they do. They DJ, they rap, they do podcasts. We have to keep it going.
You can't not do it. You can't not do it. That'll drive you more crazy than anything else.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. So say you got to be again, you got to look at it like if you are able to do something that will keep your mind occupied and keep you creative, then I say do it if you have the means to do it.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Because you want to, like I said, we want to stay physically healthy, but we got to stay mentally
healthy too. It goes a long way to, not all that stress and everything. Yeah. It affects your immune system, and
that can make you sick.
This is all. It's called a system for a reason. You know what I mean? Everything worked together. You know what I mean?
Sure.
But talk to me about the Shibe contest, man. Am I disqualified?
No. Hold on, man. Please, I'm hoping the homies hop in. So basically, yeah, man, we've been doing a bracket on ShibeSports.com. You can check it out now. We've been doing a bracket trying to find the greatest of all time Philly athlete.
Okay.
And we've just reached the Sweet 16 in the bracket. And to kind of intermerge and promote it, we did a contest online called the Sweet 16 Challenge. Basically, you just spit a 16 over the Rock the Mic beat. We ask that you include one. You ain't gotta do a bunch, but at least one Philadelphia icon.
Okay.
A couple people that have done it so far have been dropping mad names. It's been great. It's mad fun. And if you win, you get 2 hours at the infamous, iconic Milk Boy Studios on 7th and Callow Hill.
Okay.
Second place, $50 gift card to Shibe Sports, and then all the top 5. We just relaunched the
old school,
Philadelphia Bad Boys. A lot of people, if you know, you know.
I remember them hats. Oh yeah.
So we just relaunched that line. So this is the first thing that's really I brought this to the table because I was like, I grew up. My cousins had the Scullys and the hoodies and all the hats and. I was like, yo, this would be dope on a vintage tip because we've cornered the market on the old school Phillies and Eagles. We got that. Like people go to Shibe for that, but I'm trying to one of my jobs and missions for this year is to try to bring us a little bit more into the urban world. I kept it 100 with them. I was like, we don't have enough black people rocking with us, so let's try to do some vintage stuff that people from Philly that grew up in that same time and that 80s. 70s, 90s vantage point. Let's try to give them something that they can remember. So I've had a lot of people hit me like, yo, is that I'm like, yes.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it is.
So this is online right now for $20. Cop up. And then if you want to do the challenge, anybody that's listening, you don't have to be from Philly to do it. It's just something fun to do. 16, drop some Philly sports icon names in the joint. And
it's good shit. Some dope prizes too, man.
That's it.
Studio time ain't no joke, man.
Nope, especially at a studio like that.
Milk Boy is the top of the line studio to be working at.
For sure. I personally haven't been in a like I love Scott and all, but I ain't paying $70 an hour. Like I still do the home studio stuff. You know what I mean?
I love it. I'm hard pressed to go to a studio, man.
Right.
I blame Baby Black.
Yeah,
I blame Baby Black.
He can let you know what to do.
Yeah, it's all his fault. And then he bought a studio and got mad at me. He mad at me because I won't come to the studio.
You won't go.
It's your fault.
You messed up.
I'm musically distant.
Yo, man, I like being. I think we talked about this before, man. I like being in my socks with a whole series. Like, oh, this sound dope.
Nah, there's nothing like it, yo. There's nothing like being able to just turn your shit on and do your thing. I got too many microphones now. Because now I gotta unplug this one, move that one. Which one do I want to use? I done gave myself too many choices and shit. It's like I got too many. So it's nothing like being comfortable. And I feel like I've always made my best me. I made a beat and wrote a record every day last week.
I saw that. That was really dope. You and Zilla was going at it a little bit.
Oh man, the boy he tried to get me, man. Boy tried to get me. He started putting little Joel in the videos and shit. I got little Mexican babies and put in my videos, bro. That's slick, man. There's nothing slick about the boy, yo.
Now let me ask you: would you ever let somebody or would you record people? Or that's not.
Remember Size did an album a few years ago, Hard Beats and Dope Rhymes.
Yeah,
I recorded that for him here.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
And that was before I knew what I was doing. So no, my you know, mi casa is su casa, man. My family, you know what I'm saying. Anybody who I would invite in my home, if we wanted to get down, we can get down. But I ultimately, it is my home, so I mean, it just,
randos ain't coming up.
There's no randos. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no Marlon randos. Yeah. But nah, listen, bro. I appreciate you taking the time to talk to me, man. I know you're down there at the shore, trying to relax with your family, and I for two reasons. One, I didn't want to go 2 weeks without dropping something, and two, I needed to talk to you because you got some stuff going on, contests and the getaway. I thought it was interesting. I wanted to find out what it was hitting for.
For sure, bro. And I know we've I flaked out on like the last two Father's Day excursions down here, but I might still be down here by the time Father's Day goes. I'll be here this year.
For real.
This year we'll get it in.
I'll be there by hook or by crook. I don't play that. I don't play Father's Day nowhere else. But you always invited, man. Anywhere me and my family are, you and your family are more than welcome. I love you, bro. Be safe.
I love you too. Yo, you be safe, man.
Always. And to everybody else, catch y'all next time. And whatever you do good first. All right.